to the driving show. We are at episode 29. Wow, almost the 30, right? Well, it's Friday. If you've been following along with me, you know that Fridays are always a busy, crazy day. Lots of chores to get in, along with the dog walking job. We've got laundry day. I make the list and the menu for the upcoming week, and then we go grocery shopping. And I didn't think I was actually going to go to the gym, so that I'm talking with you now, hooray, it's a big deal. But I didn't go yesterday because it's another busy day. Thursdays are also busy. I watched my niece and nephew, and then I hurt my shoulder, you guys, my left shoulder. I think it's almost better, but I've been doing a lot of dead hangs, and I've talked about that on this show before, and was working up so that I could do one-handed holds, and then those are actually still really hard. So I was trying out a monkey bar swing, like think when you're a little kid swinging on the monkey bars, and it's crazy because as little kids you can do that, but as soon as you grow up, I say we don't call grown-ups little monkeys when they grow up, you know, as a grown-up, because we are heavy, folks. We are weighing so much more than we did as little kids, and I don't know, something about being a little kid, you can do stuff like that. But I was able to do one swing, and I did it a couple, like 2 or 3 times, so just holding and like, woo, one swing, and then my hands were slipping. Your hands get really sweaty, and then I've got like blisters or calluses across, I almost said my paw pad. No, we're not monkeys, we don't have pads. My palm, I guess, from just working out in general. So those get really like, I don't know if it's not inflamed, but that idea of like, ooh, they're not feeling too hot the more you hang, and then if your hands are slippery, and you need chalk basically to put on your hands to really get going. But I think it was doing those swings that kind of put a kink in my shoulder. It's not a terrible one, and I think I made the mistake of stretching it out, because I did that in the morning because I was like, I'm still gonna go, I want to try it again, and then the stretching it out made it be more painful. So I think I, kind of sabotaged myself, which is weird because typically stretching out a muscle or whatever it is that you hurt helps. So yesterday and today I have not stretched it out, and I'm like, we'll just see if we can get a nice calm swim in, and then we're not gonna do the monkey bar swinging until maybe next week. We'll try it again. But just goes to show, even when you are being active, healthy, working your way up to things, you can still come across these smaller injuries, which are a pain, but you got to make sure you're listening to your body, not overdoing it, not making it worse. So it's also annoying though, because I'm like, I was supposed to do this today, and I'm like, nope, we'll wait till maybe tomorrow to do more of the weightlifting type stuff. But today I launched AMA, Ask Michael Anything. So I've been working up to that this week, and it was really just an idea that came together after I helped out a friend, sent me some questions, wanted to know my thoughts on it, and I made a Loom video, sent that her way. She had said it was really helpful, wrote in and sent in a testimonial that is up on our review site, so that's really exciting to see. And I was like, well, you know what, I've been trying to offer like free one-on-one calls, because eventually I do want to take it in a way where I can help mentor people. And mentoring, coaching, consulting, I've talked about that. There's a lot of different names, and some people have very specific definitions of each and would say, oh, it's not mentoring, it's this, and you know what, we're calling it mentoring, but I want to be able to help someone if they need it, provide direction, insight, advice, to be there for them, to say, yes, keep doing that, it's good, it might just take time, or hey, you could try this. And having that in your life is so incredibly important. And my mentor, I've got a mentor, said that a good way to get into that, when he was looking to get into it, his mentor had told him that you just got to go through a bunch of those calls. Like anything you want to do, especially for a service, you got to get good at them, and you got to have a lot of them to get good at them. Not saying that other areas and things you've been working on can't contribute to your overall skill, even when starting out, because just having the podcast and talking to over 40 people, I was like, man, I can build connections quickly with strangers on a remote video call, and working at Starbucks, hospitality, all of that, of knowing how to connect with other people, and then going through a business program, having a mentor myself. Like, I am all ears and trying to learn everything I can, not just for myself in the business, but in how those sorts of things work. Like, what works well when you're asking for advice and how does the mentor respond? And so I'm taking that all into account. So that has been very helpful for me. But since I've included that, I haven't had anyone take me up on like a free 20-30 minute consult call. So I figured that this would actually be a good replacement for now. It actually makes it a lot easier on my end, so you don't have to like schedule a call and all of that. But I also think potentially more people will be interested in that and will actually take me up on that, because for a lot of people it is scary to jump on a call with someone you may or may not know. And how much easier is it to have questions, write them out, email it in, and then your first one is free, so that's part of the deal. And then if you didn't get anything from it, cool, you spent nothing. But if you did get something from it, which I'm telling you, you will, then how much better off are you going to be in your own business journey? So that's something that I'm testing out, launching it today, based off of just a prior experience, and seeing like, whoa, this went really well. It was really fun for me to do. Had a great time just thinking through everything of like, ooh, wow, cool. These questions, ooh, what would I say? What would I do if I was in their position? And what would I advise? Taking from my own experience, from my own past failures to what worked well, to just everything I've been through. So that was fun. And then seeing how it was really helpful for the other person, I was like, amazing, great. Like, let's add this to the business. And I think that is something that is cool when you have your own business, is you can make adjustments and additions to your business on the fly and as you see things are working. So would I have thought of adding this in a couple months ago at the beginning of the year? No, never. I didn't have the resources, and I didn't know how it would work out. But now that I've seen it went well, I'm like, awesome, let's keep doing it. Let's get lots in there. Let's go. So if you are listening and watching and you do have any sort of questions, guess what? I've got a free AMA, Ask Michael Anything, all set up and in store for you. You can find it on my website. I'll have the link though to the newsletter that just came out, the email this week announcing it, so you can also find the direct link there. And I would just encourage you, try it out. Even if you don't think you'd become a paying member later on for future ones, you never know. And maybe whatever you send in, maybe I provide a lot of good help, and then you see like, oh wow, it could actually be worth paying for it. And that's what I set up over, I guess last week, over the weekend really. Sunday was when I kind of put everything together, and it was creating Stripe payment pages. So it's a little different in that, like, I created a web page on my Beehive website, and then I explain it, and then you just push it, and then if you want to purchase it, I did it, it's weird, so $47 for a single one, and within a single AMA you can ask 4 to 5 questions, and then I'll send back a 20 to 30 minute video recording, so with my little face in the screen. And I didn't put this in there, but I was going to, and then I took it out, so I'm like, I don't know if I can do this for all of them, but if I have applicable links or resources, of course I'm going to add that in with the email I send back to you, because I really am here to help out these people the best that I can. Maybe help you out as much as I can, giving you everything I can. And so I set a single one at $47, which is really good if you think about what it would cost to jump on a call. Even with a new or newer mentor, it's gonna be around $100, like, especially in the economy these days. I mean, maybe 60, 70, and that's like a cheap mentor or coach or consulting call. But at what I've gone through and just the access I have to really find out, even if I don't know the minute you ask it, I can do my own research, and I'm very good at problem solving and figuring things out. Like, I love doing that. That's what I love about startups, of like, tell me your problem, let's figure out a way to get through this. But it's very good on the cost. And then if you want to have those 4 to 5 questions, be able to ask that every single month, you can do a monthly $37 a month. And I thought that was pretty good, because going on the whole idea, which we've talked about, so hopefully you're aware of it, is that you want to charge what you are wanting to attract. So I think eventually I would charge even more than that. But for now that I am newer and kind of building that up, I still want to charge enough where it's worth it for me, and almost worth it for the person. Because if I do it too cheap, like $5 a month, ask this, I'm like, no, it cheapens it. It makes it look like it's not worth what it is. I'm like, this would be so helpful. And I think too that if I had that opportunity of paying, $40 a month and I could ask 4 to 5 questions once a month, like, yes, I would do that. Of course. And it's better than just getting an email response, because you're getting a video response. They can share their screen with different stats that they have, their different accounts. They can show you how to do things. Like, man, the possibilities are endless. So that's what I have gone up and launched today. And I'm hoping, like I phrased it in the email, that like, just take the free one, please. Not only can it have the potential to help you in your business, but at the same time, it's helping me get more experience in my own business. So kind of like we can both help each other out. And so that's what I'm hoping some people will take me up on that, either now, in the next couple weeks, whenever. But I also need to start posting social content about that. So I did have a mentor call today. It was a group one, but there was only like 4 or 5 of us. So I got to talk and ask 2 different questions. So yeah, showing up, you guys, show up. It is so worth it. You never know the value and guidance you can get from opportunities like this if you just show up. Same with taking hold of these opportunities. A free opportunity, you don't know what you're gonna get unless you try it out. So I actually am gonna leave it here with you today. I'm gonna go try get a swim in. My shoulder hurts while I'm swimming, then I'm gonna say nope. We'll switch over to the steam room. But have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys next week.